First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now it's Hunt. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Play action. It's Eason. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And Mariota going to run on the option, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, here's the option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, it's Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Chicago.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Mariota. That's complete to Mooney. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
2 yards on the play. And
after 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns 7, Bears nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 26.
He was
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mariota on the keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
I got it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 70 Lion. Watch twist. Show it up. Show it up.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the twist. Check 15. Check 15. Check. Lucky. Slip.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jacob Eason.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Mariota. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Now Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Spinning past him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
On first down, Jacob Eason flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again. Eason. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So out comes the field goal team once more. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Mariota now to throw on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mariota on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And the Bears first down.
Throwing, Mariota. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
To the air again, Mariota letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
From the gun is Eason. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. This is Hunt. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
They run forward with Hunt. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe just
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one?
And he's going to go down again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's Eason off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Eason. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
By the Bears.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Eason. This will be caught at about the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
But it's third down.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
The ball carrier. Quinnen Williams on the stop.
They go play action with Eason being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
49-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.